Hello crafty friends, this is the Paper Chef here. In today's video, I'm going to show you a sample starter kit by Stampin' Up. And then I'm going to show you how to put it to use right away to start crafting with it as soon as it arrives. Alright, well first of all I want to say that March 31st is the end of sale-a-bration. That means that right now you can get $175 worth of products for only $99. I wish they had this opportunity a few years ago when I joined. So what I did is I created a spreadsheet and I thought of some really cool things that would go well together that add up to $174.75 retail value. You would get all of those things for $99, including free shipping. So I'm showing you option 1 in our brochure. Option 2 is something I don't even have, but it's this really cool bag that it's like an add-on for carrying crafts. Okay, but I'm showing you the $99 option. All right, so first of all, what's a starter kit? It's to help you get started on your business. Stampin' Up! Sends you all kinds of business things like catalogs, whatever the current catalogs are. You get stacks of them. These are the annual catalogs, so they're really thick and nice, and you get a lot of catalogs, and then you get occasions catalogs, sale-a-bration catalogs, etc. They give you order forms, paper order forms. I do most of my business online, so I don't have the paper order forms right now, but they give you a bunch of those. They give you grid paper for when you have workshops. I think this is in metric, and they have it in inches. So grid paper to put out in your workshops. They give you a free paper pumpkin kit. So here's a paper pumpkin kit. I'm not going to open it up because you're going to think you're going to get this exact one. Just know that they give you a free paper pumpkin kit. That means an all-inclusive kit from the past, and you don't know which one you're going to get, but that's a nice bonus. Okay, so in addition to your $50 worth of business materials, you get to pick $175 worth of products. So I've gone through and I've thought, well, what are the essential products that every new demonstrator needs, every crafter needs? You need adhesive. This is snail adhesive. It's a rolling adhesive. Okay, what else you need if you're into my videos are these bags. These are 2-inch by 8-inch cellophane bags. Okay, I'll show you what I created with them in a little bit, but these are great for treats, and we'll make a treat just so you can see how we use these right away. In fact, let me leave one sticking out. Okay, you get 50 in a pack. Okay, and then you need tags. Okay, this is a nice little tag kit, and they're kind of glossy. So let me kind of pull these tags out. They're already punched for you. They're already perforated. These can get you started right away. And whether you're a new crafter or a seasoned crafter, these are great tags. So I hope you can see the shimmer on these. Okay, so these are called sweet pins and tags because they go with the How Sweet It Is designer series paper. Okay, and it comes with these cute little pins that are so easy to put on the ribbons in Tranquil Tide and Melon Mambo. I've already used a couple of those. Okay, so you get these. Okay, because I'm going with the theme of How Sweet It Is designer series paper, I'm showing you products that will coordinate with that paper. Why am I picking that paper as the basis of the starter kit? Because it works great with the Brothers ScanNCut. And as you know, I did a lot of tutorials on what you can do with the How Sweet It Is designer series paper and the Brothers ScanNCut. So this is reversible ribbon, meaning it's just like really, really smooth, and it's like 2 colors. So you have Granny Apple Green on one side and Coastal Cabana on the other side. How cool is that? And it ties really well. Okay, and it coordinates with that sweet. So you need ribbon. You need ribbon, you need tags when you're making things with your starter kit. Okay, you need some ink. So I just picked out these 2 colors of ink because it's a light ink and a dark ink. Light inks are great for sponging around the edges of things, and dark inks are great for stamping the sentiments. So I chose Gorgeous Grape and Coastal Cabana. You can choose whatever colors of ink you want in your starter kit. Okay, now essentially you need a stamping block in a stamp set. Okay, so you can make a starter kit full of stamp sets, but I just chose one because I think this is a great stamp set, and we're going to be using today. Today calls for something sweet. Okay, that's what we're using. Is that sentiment, and it's called More Than Words. It's a photopolymer stamp set. I just think it's a really versatile stamp set because it has birthday on there, Easter, and it coordinates with a lot of things I already have. Then you need a stamping block. Yours is not going to come personally engraved like mine is. My upline, my team leader, did that for me. So here is when we were going to an event. So you would like the Stamping Block D. The reason I say Stamping Block D is this is so large, and it will hold like, it has a nice grip on the side, but it'll also hold like any stamps from this set. Let me show you what I mean. It'll even hold the biggest stamp, which is wishes. So that's why Stamping Block D is a good stamping block to get started with. Okay, we're still not done. We still have not spent our $175. There's still lots more to come. All right, so now you need the essential Whisper White cardstock. Everybody needs Whisper White cardstock. It's a great, it has, so you get 40 sheets, and this is just a nice smooth finish, and I use it all the time for stamping. Great ink absorption, and you need a pack of that. Okay, very essential. They make it in thick Whisper White cardstock, so if you're more into card making than tags, then I would say get the thicker one, but this one's just the regular one. Okay, now when you've seen my videos, you see that I use this punch all the time. I think this is a punch that everybody has to have. I've used it thousands of times. It's called the Scallop Tag Topper Punch, and it's for making bookmarks and tags, and we'll use it right now. Okay, you have to have that. And then this punch is kind of new. It's in this annual catalog, and it's called like the Detailed Trio Punch, and it's really great, and I think it will really help you for your crafting. So I recommend this punch in your starter kit. So you have this cute little edge. We'll just be doing this one with the rounded corners, and then this one puts a hole, and you put the paper in, and it just does 3 different types of designs. I mean, how awesome is that punch? All right, that's not all. We have another punch. I mean, yes, you could get 3 punches in your starter kit. I'm really into punches. This one here coordinates. Okay, so it's called the Story Label Punch, and I say coordinates. It coordinates with one of our sale-a-bration items, and it coordinates with this More Than Words. It'll punch out most of these sentiments, and we're going to use it to punch out Today Calls for Something Sweet in just a minute. Okay, and then you need designer series paper. Why? Because I just got done saying, here, let's get all this ink and ribbon and little tags, and now we have to have some paper to coordinate with all that. This is the one I chose because I'm on my 3rd pack of this because I love the colors. It's good for birthday, it's good for treats, it's good for craft fairs, and I mean, it's just pretty paper. And it cuts out well with the Brother ScanNCut. Wow, hard to get open, right? Some strong plastic on there. Okay, in every pack of our designer series paper, you get 12 double-sided sheets, 2 of each. Okay, so just showing you this paper real quick, and because I'm sure you've seen it if you watched my videos. I've cut out the gummy bears, I've cut out those cupcakes. I mean, look at these gorgeous colors. I've made cards. I've shown how to use the universal pen holder, the Brother ScanNCut, where we wrote some sentiments out that went along well with this paper. So, I mean, I love this paper, and I've just done so much with it already. And these are easy to cut out. And I'll even show you that if you have that, like how you could take your starter kit to the next level. I mean, how great is that? So you need a pack of paper. So why not get the How Sweet It Is designer series paper? Okay, now you have everything you need to make your tags and your cards and everything. But let's just go one step further because you have $175 to spend. And I think that if you're going to spend $175, you should get this Stampin trimmer. Because not only is it a paper trimmer, I'm going to open this up, it is a paper scorer. So it cuts, and that's why I put the little C. It doesn't come with a C and an S. It's just that I don't want to mix up the darker ones for cutting, the lighter ones for scoring, and I don't want to mix them up. So that's why I put the C and the S on it. Okay, all of those things I did in my spreadsheet, and they came out to $174.75. I will put this list in the description of the video. Not that you want to get this exact starter kit, but just showing you that you can. And you'll have the links there, so if you want to write down the numbers. All right, let's use our starter kit. You got your starter kit, and now you want to use it. You're excited. It came in the mail. And I've actually been told by some of my coworkers that signed up for Stampin' Up, they were like, oh, I didn't even know what to do with my starter kit. And so, you know, I have them over for crafting workshops and everything, and I try to inspire everybody. But what happened was they didn't really have a strategy involved when they got their starter kit. They just put a bunch of stuff in their cart, and a lot of things didn't go together. So when it came, they're like, well, what do I do with it? So why I'm showing you this kind of thing is that you can make everything coordinate, and you'll be good to go right from the get-go. All right, so let's make a, we're gonna make a little tag. How about that? So we're gonna take a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and we'll use our paper trimmer. Okay, and we're gonna make, so we're just gonna trim, every time you make a tag with the scallop tag topper punch, which is what we're about to do, you always have to make the tags 2 inches wide. Okay, so I will go ahead and cut 2 inches by, let's go ahead and do 2 by 3. Okay, so now we need the same size piece of designer series paper. Okay, let's just grab the first paper I see. It's good that it contrasts with the white. So you want the little bit of white showing in the back. So let's make this, instead of making it 2 inches wide, let's just make it like 1.75 inches wide. Okay, and then so I've cut a little strip, and then we're going to make it 3 inches as well. And then another coworker said, can I just get like one starter kit full of mini pizza boxes? And I said yes, because that's all she wanted, is a bunch of mini pizza boxes. You could really get $175 worth of mini pizza boxes if you want. Okay, see what I did? I have 3 inches by 2 inches, and then I have 1.75 by 3 inches. All right, so now what we're going to do is you never put your adhesive on before you punch. Never do that. In other words, you're going to put the adhesive on in a minute, but you need to hold these together when you punch. Okay, so I'm opening up my punch. All I did was lift the little lever in the back, and I'm going to slide these in, and they're going to kind of move out of place, and I'm going to fix them. So I want to fix them so that little margin, that little white margin stays in, on the edges. I'm going to push down, and now I have this perfect little tag. Okay, so there we are. And again, before I use the adhesive, let's take our decorative trio punch. We've just used our scallop tag topper, and we're going to punch the corners. That one's even easier to use than the other one. And all I'm doing is punching down. Great spring action in that one. So I have rounded corners. Okay, I have this cute little tag. Now I can use my adhesive. You never want to put adhesive in a punch, it could gunk it up. Okay, I'm just going to use this side is for this little scratchy side is where I put my finger, and so it's not upside down. And I'm just going to put I have to open it up. I'm just going to put a couple rows of adhesive, maybe 3, and I'll show you, let me show you, see how it shines? There, I'm putting it in the light, okay? So you're just adding this little tag to the background. You don't want to ever put ribbon right through designer series paper directly. I mean, it might rip, so I always put like a backing of Whisper White or a backing of another cardstock. And you get that centered. There we go. The snail dries permanently, but when you first put it on, you can like lift it up and reposition things. Okay, pretty cute. I mean, a little bit crooked, but it doesn't matter because we're actually covering that in just a minute anyway. All right, so let's take one of our cute little tags. So now we're going to take this little cute tag from the little pins and tags, and let's get a little Melon Mambo pin ready. All right, let's get our stamped ink that I just recommended. I recommended Gorgeous Grape. Okay, I'm flipping the ink open. Okay, I'm going to grab my Stamping Block D, which I recommended, and I'm going to take Today Calls for Something Sweet out of the package. It's photopolymer, and believe it or not, I've been using this for a while, and I've only used that one. That's the only, I got this whole stamp set just for this one stamp. I'm sure you can relate, because sometimes you just love, like, oh yeah, I can use that. Because, I mean, it works for anything. Today Calls for Something Sweet. Tap, tap, tap on your stamp pad, and then stamp your sentiment onto your tag. Okay, and that's why I said to get a nice dark color. It really looks good on there. Okay, I'll show you how to take that one step further in a minute, but always shut your ink pad before you do the next one, because you can end up with like ink all over your ribbon, and we'll clean the stamp later. Okay, so I'm going to put this onto that. I'm going to get a little ribbon. So the only thing you need that I didn't say that for the starter kit is your scissors. So hopefully you already have a pair of scissors at home, because everything I'm using is right out of the starter kit sample. And I'm just cutting a piece of ribbon. The way I know how much ribbon to do, if I want to tie a bow on something, I take my stamp set and I measure my ribbon sort of like diagonal across my stamp set when I want to tie a bow. When I don't want to tie a bow and I just want to tie a knot, then I measure like across my stamp set like that if I just tie a knot on something. Okay, so you can hang this little, so first I'm going to put it through back there. I'm going to be tying a bow, but I put this little pin on this front part. I love these little pins. They're actually sharp and they fit through those tiny holes. So I can first tie a knot. I'm first going to tie a knot, and I'm going to put that little pin through my knot. Okay. There we go. Okay, so like that. Okay, now I could tie a bow, but I really do want to put this on something. So I'll show you what I want to put it on. All right, so we have our 2-inch cellophane bags. We have, if you watched my tutorial the other day, you saw me with all my jelly beans when I did the vinyl tutorial. Cutting out vinyl, we did some Easter treats. So I was talking about how I buy a 5-pound bag of these jelly beans. So I'm gonna just put some in my bag right now. I gotta open the bag a little bit. So I'm just pouring them in. I might have to do this inside here or just use my hands. I try to use the cup, but you know what, there's a narrow opening. Now I can do it. I can do it. But you know, sometimes, I don't know why you scoop it up and like there's not enough green ones all the time. Like, why aren't the green ones? It's like disproportionately pink and purple. All right, now I'm gonna get some green ones to go in there. All right, so these 2-inch cellophane bags are filled with treats, okay? And now I'm gonna tie this onto my treat bag and I'm gonna put a little bow around it. Okay, so I'm gonna just tie that on there. Actually, I don't even need a bow. I think a knot might look cute too. But we'll see. We'll see if I can get a bow in there. I'm just gonna double knot it for now. And I might need a little bit more ribbon for the bow because I didn't take into account the other tag. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm actually happy with that. Okay, today calls for something sweet. We got our little pin, we got our little ribbon, we got our little bow, and look how cute. And I'll show you a couple more that I did with this. Okay, and you could do a lot more. You can make treat toppers. You can put these in a gift basket. You could do a lot with these. And also, if you just don't want this to roll around a lot, you can put little bits of nail behind it. So let me show you how to take this one step further. And that is when you use your brother ScanNCut, like some of my friends do here on my channel. If you're new to my channel, you don't know anything about the ScanNCut, please check it out because I teach how to cut these out. So let's just do this one here. See? So now you could take this little treat that we cut out with the brother ScanNCut, and you can use a little bit of snail, which we'll grab, and then we put a little bit on there. Okay? And then you could take your little treat holder to the next level. Super adorable. Okay? So right out of the box, if you coordinate your starter kit, you can actually get a lot of cute things right out of it right away. You can make bookmarks right away, cards, tags, and treat holders. And I'll show you something else I made with the starter kit right away, just now, right before this video. And it only took me like 10 minutes to make these two. Okay? I made this one here, which is the same. And yeah, and I didn't tie a full bow, I just tied a knot. So I guess I needed a little bit more ribbon. Sorry about that, to tie a whole bow. Okay, I did the same exact thing I just showed you, 3 inches, a tag. This one could use a little extra little gummy bear, I think. Let's get a little gummy bear and put it on there. Again, brother ScanNCut, we cut out all the gummy bears. That's why I love this paper. What you do is you just cut out like loads of it at once. I mean, you could fussy cut it too. Why not? Okay, there you go. And it coordinates and it matches. There's the gummy bear. Now, how cute does that look? That makes a difference, right? Having that extra little embellishment. And there are the gummy bears, and these are your 2-inch cellophane bags. And then lastly, I just used the same paper and Hershey Nuggets, made Hershey Nugget treats. Okay, and for that I used another product from the starter kit, which was the Story Label Punch. Okay, so I hope you're excited about the opportunity to join, and I just want to tell you that it doesn't matter like if you stay on it long time or you're your own best customer or you decide to make it into a business. I will support you either way, whether you just want to join just for the kit and not do anything else with it except get some goodies, or whether you want to grow your business into something where you can actually make more than you spend. And honestly, it took me a couple years to get to that point, but still, you get, a 20 to 25% discount on all products, and you get lots of different support from the company, lots of inspiration. You'll join part of a team. You'll join a team, my team, the team that I'm in as well, and the sisterhood, and there's some guys too in Stampin' Up. So thank you for watching. This is the Papered Chef. I hope to see you on my team before the end of March so you can take advantage of this Sale-a-bration special.